And welcome back. Are you into investing and looking for a relatively safe asset? To help us explore available bank deposit and investment products in the market, joining me now is Bank of Commerce President and CEO Michelangelo Aguilar and CFO Antonio Lacandanum. Sirs, again, thank you for joining us.
Happy to be here.
Well, very quickly, what's the importance for the benefit of reviewers of putting your money on investment instruments?
Very important because one will be looking at returns, right, and it will now be a function of whether you're risk averse, meaning you don't want it very risky, or to something that will be relatively risky but may promise a higher return.
Right. If we think about that, then what are the investment instruments available in the market for the public?
I think there's a wide variety. There's the ones people have heard of, the regular savings accounts, time deposits, and then the more volatile stocks and other items out there like corporate bonds as well, which people can invest their money in.
Right. Now, I think one of these interesting options that's been raised, I think, is these long-term negotiable certificates of time deposit, or LTNCDDs. Perhaps could you expound more on what these are?
That is correct. That is correct. Let me differentiate that with certificate of time deposit, which is available to investing clients of banks. Okay. The long-term negotiable certificate of time deposit, the bank must need to have a prior central bank approval. Now, that is needed because it has special features. The minimum tenor that is being imposed is 5 years and a day. And then right now, given the present tax regime, it has no withholding tax.
Okay.
Thereafter, the other pluses will be it is still insured by the PDIC, Philippine Deposit Insurance Corporation, for a maximum of 500. So you have a very, very safe product with a high return. In the present tax regime, there is no withholding tax and insured by the PDIC. You cannot get any better deal than an LTNCTD that is approved by the central bank.
And just the difference between that and the time deposit?
The time deposit, the ordinary certificate of time deposit has a withholding tax.
It's the withholding tax.
Yes. Correct. Correct.
This is beginning to sound something that's too good to be true.
Yeah, it is true. It is true. Yeah.
So normally LTNCDs also have a minimum deposit amount, but at the Bank of Commerce's LTNCD, which is coming out in January, we're pegging it at around 50,000 pesos.
All right, so if you have a 50,000 peso
minimum
deposit, it's something you can avail of.
That's correct.
Are there any other ways that one can invest in this type of product?
Well, we have 140 branches, so the investing public can approach any of our 140 branches that we will be able to serve and accommodate the applications of the investors.
All right. Well, again, thank you very much for that, and hopefully it's something that the public does look into.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, and that was Mr. Aguilar and Lacandanum from Bank of Commerce. Again,